All right. Hey guys, welcome to another episode. We're gonna do a nice little stock market review. The past few days has been great. It's been fun. It's been very positive. So we have been enjoying that. I cannot wait to go into the chart with you guys. This is great. I'm so happy for every single person that actually, if you bought calls or you bought shares, whatever it is that you did. I am happy you did. I'm very happy that you did. If you did so, again, if you follow us here on this channel, you guys can see everything that I talk about. So before I dive in, before we dive in and review the chart, there was a question someone asked in the live yesterday. Did not get a chance to get to it. So I wanted to just let you guys know. Just if I don't have a chance to get to something, I will get to it as soon as I can. Specifically, the most likely the very next day on the next live. The question was what I think it was about what's the most important thing a new trader should take into consideration, if I'm not mistaken. I may be paraphrasing just a little bit. If you are a new trader, the first thing you need to understand is you're going to need a plan. You're going to need a plan, and don't expect to just start trading today and be profitable tomorrow. It's something that takes time. All right. If you may have the perfect plan, and the plan is great. It's a good action plan. You have everything properly done. However, you might have issues executing the plan. So all these things takes time. So stick with it. Make sure you trade the exact same things over and over. Make sure you track in your trades so that way you can actually review them. That would be the first thing I say to any trader, man. Make sure you have a plan. Oh, and I almost forgot that. Test that plan in a demo account. Do not use real money in the market. Go ahead and test that in one of your demo account. All right, because in a demo account, any losses that you incur in that demo account is not actually real money. So you really get to track things, and you don't have to have those jitters that comes with trading right in the beginning. All right, so let's dive in real quick. Not waste too much time. Here we are going to go into the SPY. The SPY today just killed it today. It was great to see that. I believe we ended the day, as we look at that, guys. We ended the day with a pin bar, right? A pin bar is a very bullish sign. And from where we having that pin bar, that was nice. But you can also see it as, hey, we try to pop. This is our resistance zone, right? So we have that resistance zone literally right there. And what we really did was just go to that resistance zone. We try to popped up a little bit, and we pretty much got our head knocked off just a little bit. We'll see how things go tomorrow. Right, but as of right now, we are sitting pretty good. I would not be, based on what I'm looking at, I would not be surprised if we have a little bit of a pullback. We talked about that yesterday. I just want to remind you guys that tomorrow morning we do have a big data dump. Right before the market open, we have GDP numbers coming out, which might shake things a little bit. We have durable good orders. Capacity utilization. We have a few things, and these things all will happen. As you can see, there's, as far as data dump coming in, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seven, eight different. We have about seven different reports that will hit the market before the market even open. So we might have a little bit of a volatility right before the open. So when you're trading tomorrow, right? When you're trading tomorrow, what I would say is just be careful a little bit, because what may happen depending on how the market digests those news. What may happen sometimes when you get those big data dumps is we have a quick push up in the morning, and it's just a fake out. You think it's going to break out, and then it just plunge right back down. It plunged right back down, right? So anyway, going into the SPY, let's see exactly what happened today, right? Again, when we talked last night, we were talking about probably gapping up, and that's exactly what we did. We gapped up today. We opened around 683. And as you can see here, the market pulled down a little bit, just so everyone can see that a little better. Let me go. I'm going to go in the 30 minutes, so you guys can see that a little better. So this is what we did. This is how sometimes if you're not patient, right? If you are not patient, sometimes this is how they take your money if you are not patient. Look at what that did. So this is the first 30 minutes. Let me just make a line so you guys can follow along, right? So that right there is the first 30 minutes. You taking a look at that. So we open. As soon as we open, we pushed up, we hit that level, and then we push right back down again. Look at that. So this is the first 30 minutes. So that gave us a what? We have a doji long bottom intel doji. So that's still indecision because we didn't really move. Sellers couldn't gain control, buyers couldn't gain control. So it's like, hey, you know what? We're just gonna shake hand. That was a draw. Then the very next candle almost gave us a dump, showed us almost as if we were going to break down, but that's not what was going to happen. I was trading live because I do trade live with people in the community. So when I was trading live with the people that I had on, I saw this forming. I said, "Hey, what I'm sort of looking at, it seems like we are building a double bottom. Seems like that's what we're going to do right now, do a double bottom, right? Like right at this level. That's before that even happened. That's what I was talking about at the time. And sure enough, what did we do? We did a double bottom, right? We did a double bottom. Boom. We came back. We did that, and we pushed up. But guess what? We still could not take the neckline. We got to the neckline, and it got rejected, right? So when it got rejected, so a lot of people, what they would do as soon as this popped down, so this is how they almost got you, right? So as soon as, okay, so let's say you trading the open range breakout. For those of you guys, and I just noticed, guys, I just noticed I don't have my chart up. I just noticed that. You guys can let me know when I don't have the chart up. Sometimes if I forgot, just please let me know. I would really appreciate that. Yeah. So this is what I'm looking at right now, right? So that was the double bottom. It did in the 5 minutes. That's the 5 minutes time frame, right there. We have the double bottom, and it tried to take the neckline. It couldn't. It fell. It went back and gave us a false breakout to the downside and pushed right back up. End up making a triple bottom, and then we got to the neckline and it pushed up right above the neckline. All right, it pushed up above the neckline. I actually took that trade on my futures account. We didn't get the TP we were looking for, but we did okay. All right. So that's the what we were looking at during the day. One thing you guys need to do, because as we see in the market that there's not enough volume to really push the market either directions really quick. What you're going to find over the next few days, a lot of times, is a bit of like a consolidation zone, right? So if you see that, all you're going to see is the consolidation zone. So be patient. Be patient. Have a breakout, and that breakout must be done with increased volume. Okay. So if we don't have increased volume, we are not taking that breakout. All right. It's very simple. If we don't have that increased volume, we are not taking that breakout because that's how breakout fell all the time. All right. Now going back to the 2 hours, if we taking a quick look at the 2 hours and see how we are currently looking with the 2 hours. We're still looking good. All right. But tomorrow, be careful because we are getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. So don't be surprised if at some point, say tomorrow the news came out, they were not very good or whatever, and then we sort of flush down just to come hit right on that trend line and push up. Don't underestimate that. It might happen. If news is good, that would be perfect. That's the ideal situation. If if the news is good, that would be great because we can just take off, just take off from there. We have the breakout. As I said again, we getting close to a breakout. We are right at the neckline. We just need one more push. Now this is the contrarian view. All right, I actually have to go on the weekly time frame to show you guys this because I have to show you guys what I'm looking at right now as well on the weekly time frame. We are at a very dangerous level. I mean, we may push up a little bit. We might carry up, have that little bit of center rally toward the end of the year. This is the weekly time frame, as you guys can see. That's the support line. That's the trend line. We have that channel that is right there. Every single time we either slightly get out of this channel, we pull right back in, or we go touch it and we pull right back in. Look how far this thing go. Right. This is all the way from the 2020 high to the 20 to the COVID low. That's the COVID high and the COVID low. So this is the major trend line on a macro level that we are actually taking a look at, right? So that's what we're looking at on the macro level. So this is why you have to be careful because this is where we are, right? We are right there, and I will keep reminding you guys that as of right now, there's nothing. As I go on, let's go on the daily. I just wanted to keep you guys so you guys keep an open mind and know exactly what's going on. Make sure you have stop losses and things like that. But as of right now, if you go on the daily, you look at the MACD. What are we having on the MACD? Again, we having a bullish divergence on the MACD. If we look at if we take a look at the just the daily, just the pattern, what do we have? We literally have a pin bar which is bullish. Yeah, I get it. There's less volume, but that's okay. This is around like around Christmas. As of right now, it's mostly retail traders. We typically don't have high volume around these times. So we typically don't have very high volume. I do have a question in the chat here. Why are you choosing this time frame for this setup? So I'm not just choosing the time frame for a specific setup. What I'm looking at is just reviewing I'm just reviewing the just the stock itself, reviewing the market and see where it is. But sometimes you need to take a step back and look and take a look at the big picture, right? You have to see where you are. You cannot just zoom in and see exactly where things are. That's why sometimes you can see some moves developing, right? When I'm looking at the daily and say, hey, this is what the market did today, but let's dig in the 4 hours, in the 2 hours, in the 30 minutes. So this is just me just letting people know, hey, I get it. It seems like we might be getting a breakout, we might be getting that center rally and whatever, but just so you know, this is where we are. Again, this is not an exact science to say, hey, we're going to go down, or it's automatic is going to happen, right? This is just to give you guys that caution so you know this is something that it can happen, right? It can happen. Nothing is happening in a vacuum, So that way you guys know exactly where we are. You can trade accordingly, take precautions. Either you hedge, even when it's going up, either you hedge or you put your stop losses in, right? As of right now, I don't like trading with stop losses on long swing trade. Right now, I have stop losses for everything. everything has a stop loss. Everything has a stop loss on it. That's the way I'm treating the market because I'm trying to be very, very careful. Because I can see what's happening in the economy and things are a little bit unstable for me. I do believe beginning of the year, the first half of 2026 might be a little tough because there's a few things that the few uncertainty that we have to work through, but eventually I think we're going to push up. All right, so this is what we need. This is what we're looking at. We're looking good. Now, if we take a look at the Nasdaq, the Nasdaq did not do so well. The tech stock did not do so well. A few stock did, but for the most part, on the border level, we did not do so well. Right. This is what we got on the Nasdaq. We also gapped up on the Nasdaq. We gapped up, and surprisingly, we were not at a strong resistance level or anything like that. I don't see any strong resistance level here, but it was so weak. Pretty much, we opened up, we pushed down. Yep, this is where it is. All right, all this is after hours, right? Post market. This is pre market in here. We pushed up, right? This is the open. We pushed back down, and the entire day we just went sideways. The entire day, all we did was just going sideways. We did absolutely nothing the entire day. We just pretty much go sideways. You couldn't really trade that, and that ends up giving us that candle put indecision candle pretty much. It's so small that just looks like indecision. If we go on the in the 4 hours, the MACD is about to turn positive. It's still pointing up. It almost seems like what we're doing right now. I've spoken to you guys all the time about this, right? Right now, it looks like we're doing what? We are doing a bull flag. This is what a bull flag is. All right. Since I covered that yesterday, I'm not going to pull that up again today. So this is what will be a bull flag. It seems like that's what we're doing in the 4 hours. If we dig in the 2 hours right now, same thing in the 2 hours, right? So hopefully we'll break out of this bull flag and we can just rally all the way up. So this is our spot. Why am I taking this level? In case you're asking, why am I taking this level right there as my support zone? Let me just make that a little bigger for you guys to see it clearly. It's because you have a one candle came down here right there. We find some buyers. Try it again. It bounced, even though it went below, but it bounced right back up, closed above that level. That's four candles that closed above that level. So this is why I'm taking this as the bottom of that little drip for the flag, right? That's why I'm taking that as the bottom. We have the pole right here, and if we do get that, right now it seems like we are getting the breakout, so we're breaking out of the. This is how there's two ways to trade a bull flag, right? And right now I know I'm already going into giving you guys strategies. There's two ways of trading that. You can take it once it breaks the trend line, or you can wait and take it once we break the pole. Okay, so you can do that. You wait, you take that here, and then you get the second move, right? Or if you trade in, if you trade a bit more aggressive, you can take it from here, and you can, if you let's say you were to take that from there, you would have a stop loss right there. So when you do that, your stop loss is a little tighter, and your risk reward ratio tends to be a lot higher than if you wait for the pull to actually be broken. All right, but aside from that, anything you look at, there's nothing in the market that shows we have any sort of cause for concern right now. Right now, but again, we can have a bit of a pullback unless the numbers are so bad tomorrow, which I highly doubt they will be tomorrow. Right now, again, what we're looking at is possibly for the MACD to actually cross up and push up. This is what we're currently looking at. All right, now let's go into AVGO. I think that's one of the stocks I talked about yesterday as far as What I've actually bought, um, I think I bought early that day. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. This is the VGO. We started to actually pull up a little bit, and then because the Nasdaq pulled down, we pulled down a little bit, right? But as of right now, we are positive in this trade, and we're just holding and just waiting to see what happens. And what I am looking at for this is to give me that move, break, retest, and give me the second leg. This is what I'm looking at. All right, that's where we are. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. And I believe the other one that we had was Nvidia. Nvidia actually gapped up and did well. Nvidia gapped up again and did well today. So we are moving up on Nvidia from that buy right at 175. We're currently at 183. So that's some good profit. And the next trade that I believe I had called to you guys is Amazon. AMZN. AMZN, we just break out of that downward trend line. We just break that, and right now we sort of consolidating. It seems like he wants to make a move up, but we still consolidating at this level. And last but not least, this was the play of the day. QBTS, D Wave. D Wave, everyone knows, I believe it was around there I started building a position. When we pulled down and we give that bullish Harami right at that level, I added to that position right at the bullish Harami. And at this point right now, I think so that means my average price was like pretty low. This so far has already given about a 60-70% return so far. So this is a trade that I called for the community. We caught that. I took some profit on it already, guys, but I am holding some. Just wanted to give you a quick update on a few things. I'm not gonna hold you guys for long. Go spend some time with the family. We almost at Christmas Eve right now. So thank you again, guys. I know for tuning in. I know it is late. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, especially for us on the East Coast. It gets dark very quick. I mean, it gets dark very quick. It seems like it's around like 1 p.m. right now in New York. To be honest, I do appreciate it. Make sure you like this video. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And again, if you have any questions, if I didn't get to any questions that you have, I will try to answer your questions at the beginning of the live the following day. So I would appreciate you guys to drop any questions, comments that you do have. Feel free to drop them. And if you know anybody that may benefit from learning anything from those videos, since we are purely technical here, one thing I want to make sure everyone gets away with when you watch my live is that even if you're not trading actively, but you can actually learn something. And then again, it's not a class, or not a class, it's not a class that I'm doing, but the way I'm reviewing things and giving you guys specific levels, you may be able to pick up some gems there. Or even if let's say you trade, you can chart on your own, you can use me as a way to double check your work. I do that myself. I'll be completely open with you guys, because you never know anything. Sometimes we have our own bias. I try my hardest. The one thing I'm trying to do is remove all biases whatsoever and just look at the chart and whatever. But at the same time, we're all humans, right? So you're always gonna have your bias sometimes. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys. Take care. Have have some fun. Have some fun tomorrow. The market has been green. Let me just went right back to the market. Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to whatever. And I saw questions from Empire Pass in the thing again. I see another question. I will get to it because I have to jump because I have a meeting with the community at night that starts at 9:30. So I have to jump. But tomorrow, I promise I will address your question tomorrow. But thank you for being a good sport and participating. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the live. Stay safe, stay warm if you're in the if you're in the East Coast, and stay green. I'll see you guys tomorrow.